Today, we're diving into one of the most ambitious and controversial series of nuclear tests in Cold War history, Operation Hardtack. Conducted in 1958, this operation saw over 70 nuclear detonations in the Pacific and Nevada, pushing the boundaries of science, geopolitics, and human understanding of the atomic age. Following World War II and the detonation of atomic bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the United States entered the nuclear arms race with the Soviet Union. By the late 1950s, both nations were racing to develop more powerful and varied nuclear weapons, including hydrogen bombs, anti-submarine warheads, and atomic artillery shells. Enter Operation Hardtack, a two-part series of tests conducted by the United States Atomic Energy Commission and Department of Defense to improve America's nuclear capabilities. Operation Hardtack took place in 1958 and was divided into two major phases. Operation Hardtack 1, conducted between April 28 and August 18, 1958, in the Pacific Proving Grounds, particularly around Eniwetok Atoll, Bikini Atoll, and Johnston Island. Operation Hardtack 2, conducted later in the year from September 19 to October 31, 1958, at the Nevada Test Site in the United States. In total, 35 tests were conducted in the Pacific and 29 tests in Nevada, for a grand total of 64 detonations. So what was the purpose? Hardtack had multiple goals: test high-yield thermonuclear devices, evaluate low-yield tactical nuclear weapons for battlefield use, measure the effects of nuclear explosions underwater, in the atmosphere, and underground, study radiation fallout and shock waves for civil defense and military planning. Notable test types included atmospheric detonations, to test bombs dropped from aircraft and rockets; underwater detonations, such as Wahoo and Umbrella, to evaluate impacts on naval fleets and coastal installations; balloon launch tests, for high-altitude bursts. Massive technical teams built towers, barges, ships, and even dropped bombs from B-52 bombers. Data was collected through instruments, high-speed cameras, aircraft sampling, and remote sensing. Three key tests to remember. Oak, one of the largest tests with a yield of 8.9 megatons, part of the thermonuclear series at Eniwetok. Wahoo, an underwater detonation designed to simulate a submarine-launched nuclear strike. Teak and Orange, high-altitude test to study electromagnetic pulse effects, a critical concern in Cold War strategy. Several prominent figures and institutions were involved in this operation. Dr. Edward Teller, known as the father of the hydrogen bomb. He was a key advisor and developer. Dr. Hans Bethe, a lead physicist and Nobel laureate who contributed to theoretical nuclear work. Dr. Norris Bradbury, director of Los Alamos National Laboratory. Dr. Harold Agnew, physicist who later became director of Los Alamos, involved in instrumentation and yield measurement. Institutions like Los Alamos Laboratory, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and the AEC, Atomic Energy Commission, coordinated the technical and operational aspects. The tests involved over 20,000 military and civilian personnel, including Navy, Air Force, and scientific teams. Operation Hardtack remains a controversial chapter in nuclear history. While it advanced knowledge of nuclear weapons effects and technology, it also caused significant radiation fallout, environmental destruction in the Pacific Islands, and long-term health consequences for personnel and local populations. In fact, the scale of hardtack and global pressure led to the Partial Test Ban Treaty in 1963, which banned atmospheric and underwater nuclear tests. Operation Hardtack was a defining moment in Cold War history, a mix of scientific triumph, military might, and moral ambiguity. As we look back, it reminds us of the immense power humans have unlocked and the responsibility that comes with it. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into Cold War history, military tech, and the atomic age. Drop a comment. Should nuclear testing have ever been allowed? Let us know below.